right, y'all. I finally have corn that is not just for decoration. So let's start with the smaller ears from the lower garden. And this is just a little sweet, I think this is a Silver Queen corn, grown in containers. So this would be something, I would taste it and see how it tastes, you know, and maybe eat it for lunch. Look at this. That is the blue corn, and there's a worm in here, and if I find it, I'm gonna feed it to my quail. I don't see it. Sometimes I can find the worms. You see the damage they do? I don't see it. But this will obviously be just a piece that I use for ornamental purposes because it's so damaged from the cornworm. Very damaged, actually. They just take them down to mush. I'll have to cut that up. Let's take a look at this one. This is also, so this one isn't developed. Not good pollination on that one. These are what I'm excited about. Also, finally, I'm getting bush beans out of the Aldi Hack planters. This one has gone a long time, but look at that, finally. These are what I'm excited about because these are whole. And they came, oh my gosh, this has a cornworm. And if I find it, it's going to be food over in the pen. But look at this piece of corn. This is an edible piece of corn. Completely edible. Break the top off. And now you have a corn cob. And it's beautiful. So this looks like it is the Anasazi variety also, or it could have just been a yellow sweet corn that got pollinated by the Anasazi. Look at that. It's beautiful. This is a piece that was growing great, but it's been eaten up by the cornworm quite a bit. I don't see the worms. That's the sad part, is if I saw them, I would use them. Each one of these has been eaten. Wow. These things are just like, but this is another piece that is totally edible and beautiful. Totally edible, totally beautiful. I'll probably cut the top off of this one. Oh no, this is being mined by ants. Okay. Well, that makes sense also. Green in perfect condition, less the ant damage that I will cut away. Perfect piece of corn. Look at that. I'm glad I harvested some today. I think this is going, yeah, this one's already a mess. I'm not even going to open that. I can feel how small it is. This feels pretty big. Every piece of corn I'm pulling has ant damage, and that is totally unfortunate. Oh wow, this one's really bad. So yeah, the ants are horrible. Horrible. My jars are here. Right. This situation here, I'm not liking. There's a hose pot at the Home Depot, and I think I'm going to get that and sit it here. It'll be really pretty ceramic and kind of, you know, make this look better. But look at there. So obviously there is a new garden bed and it doesn't have dirt in it. But, look at what we have here. The peas have come up. Now, I did not label them, so I don't know what variety that is that came up. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to plant more. And I'm also going to plant carrots and onions. So this right here is a complete mess. Let's just address something also. I cannot wait to show you and share our testimony with you about this stuff right here and just how the Lord has blessed us. But let's just focus on the garden. So anyway, this right here, this is just gonna have to go. It has had multiple flowers, multiple buds. It has not fruited yet, and it has been in here for quite a while. I am gonna clear this of the tomatoes and everything and get this ready for fall gardening. Fall is upon us. It's gonna come quickly, and I'm excited about it. So over here, these I just planted, and these are spaghetti squash, and I'm hoping that I'll actually get some spaghetti squash off of them. I have not been fortunate enough to have very many squash, so I don't know. Maybe it's me, maybe it's my approach. Maybe I'll plant them somewhere different. These asparagus beans, the vines you see, they produce pretty prolifically. And so I have got, there's one right there. Where is it? Right there. They produce pretty prolifically, and I have gotten a ton of beans, and my quart zipper bag is almost full of beans, guys. Of all the beans I've planted, yeah, it's almost full. So praise God for that. Okay, so very quickly, I don't know which peas I planted, but I'm going to plant more peas because I planted this whole row full of peas and they have not come up. I don't know if it's because the soil is rough, or did I plant them too deep, or what. And I'm going to plant some along the back row as well. And then I'm going to plant little fingers carrots, Parisian carrots, and a ton of bunching onions in between the carrots. And that'll just cut down on bugs. And it's getting ready to rain, so I'm going to be moving quite quickly. Yeah, I don't even see. This had like 0 germination rate. How weird.
Do you see this monster bean on this side of the fence?
No, how big is it? Hold on, I'm coming. Dude Sperado is doing something for me and said I have a bean on the other side of the fence. So I'm going to take a look at it. Okay, so this is an asparagus bean. That's how big it is, literally. Yeah, wow. Wow, this bean is probably...
It's probably 1.5 feet long.
Yeah, it is 1.5 feet long. And you know what? Yeah, it's aphids like them and ants like them. So I'm just gonna let it grow and then I'll harvest it for seeds. How funny. Wow. Okay, I've got to quickly get things planted because, yeah, there's nothing here. I wonder if I stopped planting or what happened. Anyway, we're gonna go with super snappy peas here. So I'm gonna have to refer back to, and I did 2 peas per hole. And they're going down 1 inch. It's so nice out here. I am ready for fall. Oh, there's a, well, there was a pea right there. So I guess they just didn't germinate. Okay. So those are planted. I'm going to break this soil up quite a bit. And I'm going to plant a full row of peas back here. is, you know, traditionally I won't plant that many seeds because I'm always thinking of saving them. But I have so many seeds, and then your viability goes down. So I'm just really piling seeds out here, and then I can thin them later. And that might also be what happened, is I may have planted seeds from last year that just didn't have any more viability. They just don't have it. So towards the end, I'm just piling them in there. And so I did those, the buddy system, and down here I just went completely crazy and just planted them. It's thundering and I am rushing. We're gonna go with these Parisian carrots next. I think that's what I want to do in here, is the Parisian carrots and a bunch of bunching onions, and if I have space, little fingers carrots as well. Onion seeds. The rain is going to catch me, but I am going to heavily sow these onions. It doesn't take much, but I'm just gonna heavily sow them and thin them out later. So that was a row of onion seeds. That's how they look. So I'm going to sow a row of carrots. And then I'll do one more row of onions. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna do little fingers because this seed is older, so I'm gonna knock this one out. And I am just going to heavily seed. At least I can see these seeds. But I'm gonna heavily seed and I will thin them out later. I think I sowed a few too many seeds up here, so I'm gonna try to grab some pinchfuls and scatter them down here. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but you can always try, right? I also want to show you, remember the mini kikatsu? They are coming up nicely. And I'm not sure what I planted up here, but some of it came up. But look at that. Oh my goodness. I think I'll have to plant some more in here, but I think it just needs more soil in here. Now I do want to get this cleaned out, like I said, because it's just not producing. So it's coming out. Oh, it's very well rooted. Golly. Okay, there we go. With its blood and all, and yeah, it's just not doing anything. Oh, this has gone to flower. These tomatoes I'm gonna pull, and they probably would produce, but you get to the point in the season where you get sick of tomatoes, or you just don't want any more tomatoes. That's a better way of saying that. So I am pulling tomatoes also. I have plenty of tomatoes, so I'm not worried or hurting for them. And that should leave me with clear beds to, was not what I was trying to do. To amend the soil, this has gone to seed, and I'm not even sure what this was, but it grew and went to seed on me. These plants aren't healthy, but now we have a clear, clean green stalk, and I will just add in some manure and get it ready to have planting again.